A few years ago, I used to give community seminars in my commune in Flanders where we'd answer people's questions about energy and insulation and all that kind of stuff. I got asked a lot about batteries. The answer was always the same. Do not get a battery. That's changed for two reasons since then. One, these have come down an awful lot in prices, right? This cost me 1,300 euros plus 100 euros delivery costs. For a fixed battery that's installed by an electrician, you're looking at about 3,900 euros for a 5 kilowatt hour battery. This is just under 4 kilowatt hour. They can't do exactly the same things, so it'll be up to you on which one makes the most sense. But the message here is things have changed a lot. So much so that actually early this year when I was planning out this renovation and what I was going to do, I have to admit, I wasn't even going to get a battery at all. I was going to wait a year, figure out how much my solar panels are producing, figuring out how much I can shift my consumption in line with dynamic tariffs and all this kind of good stuff. And then I was going to have a better idea of how big a battery I should get. Now, things have accelerated tremendously in the last few weeks with the Strait of Hormuz and the invasion of Iran. Energy prices have changed a lot during the hours where gas sets the price. And that's a really key thing. This battery is about helping me bridge the gap when electricity is expensive. Most of the time it's cheap. We only get about 16% of our electricity from gas. Most of the time it's fairly cheap. And if I can avoid those few hours where gas is setting the price, my overall cost of electricity comes down quite a lot. What I really like about this is that it's super, super easy to use. You just take it, it comes in a box, and you plug it in, and you download an app, and away it goes. Just like you can take a hand mixer, plug it in, and away you go, and you make your smoothie. That's going to make a lot of noise, so I'm going to stop that for the time being. This has a maximum output of 800 watts. That means it cannot run my entire house. Right? It can run all of my lights, it can run all of my electronics that are on standby, maybe an induction plate, but that's about it. Whereas a fixed one, that can pump out 3,500 or 7,000 watts. So that can do a lot more. That can run your entire house. So what makes the most sense for you? You're going to have to look at your own consumption and how much you can shift. Now, the battery itself couldn't be easier to install. It's literally taking it out of the box and plugging it into the wall. And then you get an app so that it connects to your smart meter and it knows when electricity is cheap and it knows when it's expensive. So it automatically learns when it should be charging and when it should be discharging to save you the most amount of money. You do not need solar panels to get a battery. They can be absolutely useful for anyone in an apartment or a house where solar panels aren't applicable. The really fundamental thing to keep in mind is you are not getting a battery to absorb your excess solar power, right? You are getting a battery to arbitrage your electricity prices over the course of the day because it varies so much. One really nice thing about this, especially the plug and play ones, is that for a renter or if you live in an apartment, you can buy this, take it home, plug it in. You can get the benefits of storage in your home. And when you move, you can take it with you, right? It's 40 kilos. It's kind of heavy to pick up. You don't want to move it every day, but you can take it with you so that this becomes a long-term investment in your energy profile and in how you decarbonize and electrify your life. In our next episode, we're going to do an episode specifically about apartments because the constraints there are a bit different than if you have a house, but there are really cool options now that did not exist just a few years ago. Like the last energy crisis, you couldn't get balcony solar, you couldn't get plug and play batteries. Now you can, and it can really, really help you save money. So we're going to do a whole episode on that. If you have specific questions about it, please, please, please let me know. Put it in the comments, send me a message, and we've got you covered.